If we are afraid of, let's say, opening quote unquote Pandora's box, that really is the underlying reason that inner fitness is important. Because anytime we are running from ourselves, we're running from ourselves. And to the degree that we are running from ourselves, we cannot be connected to ourselves. So if we are endeavoring to have relationship with ourself, then we will be presented with opportunities. And I am using that word specifically. We will be presented with opportunities to reclaim ourselves from ways in which we have run from ourselves up until now. And the beauty in reclaiming ourselves is twofold. Number one, it's like, oh, you've been running for so long. I said this in Phoenix Rising, and I think it was the last session or maybe the one before, where you put things off and they just get bigger and bigger and they loom in your mind like, this is just something that I don't want to do. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. Whether it is finally sitting down and dealing with your taxes or if it's something emotional. The more we put it off, the bigger it gets in the mind. And that too services the surviving self, because the bigger it gets, the less chance you are going to engage with the change that is necessary that will bring more space into your life that allows you to be more of who you are. And the surviving self, is not a bad part of us, but the surviving self likes the landscape just as it is because we know how to navigate that. So there's the saying that the the teacher comes when the student is ready. The teacher is not just like a physical person. The teacher is your life. The teacher is the moment to moment awareness of your inner self that is always trying to move you to return you to wholeness. And if your sense of self says, okay, we're ready for this, then there will be an event that comes into your life that helps you revisit what you have neglected, what you weren't able to deal with at a younger age, what needs to be addressed, and you finally have tools enough to approach it. We don't want to run from ourselves. We are too amazing. We are too special. We must honor ourselves. We must send the message to the deepest part of ourselves that says, we got us. There is nothing that is bigger than us and is worthy of our disconnect from ourselves. And that's really the underlying aim of inner fitness and the return to self, not just self-care, but if we're going to say that we are innately creative, resilient, empowered to choose, whole, and worthy, then that means that we have to prioritize and be interested in being in the most intimate connection with ourselves. And that means we can't be afraid of ourselves. I mean, we can, but we can't let it stop us. And then we'll discover that, oh my gosh, all of this time and energy has gone into this disconnect. And it's not necessary because I can not only handle it by just naming it, it moves it into a whole other space and I get more of me.